Hey you guys, welcome to my channel if you are new, and if you are not new, welcome back to my channel. And of course, thank you so much for coming back for another video. For today's video, I'm going to be doing another pick or pass on the brand new Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Powder. This is what she looks like right here. I've noticed recently that you guys have been really liking my pick or pass videos, and I've been loving it because I really actually love doing them. So I just really wanted to say thank you for reciprocating that love to me. And if you don't know, my pick or pass videos are pretty much my first impression / review on a specific product. I break it down, I give you guys swatches, I talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, the pretty. With all of that being said, then let's go ahead and dive right into this pick or pass. I will say this is not the very first time that I'm opening it. I've already opened it because I've swatched it and I wanted to make sure that it was my right shade. So I'm going to go ahead and go on Sephora because I did purchase this myself on Sephora.com and kind of just read some of the overall specs of this. Okay, so this is an easy to use loose face powder, perfectly curated for all skin tones to create an airbrush long-lasting complexion, blur the appearance of pores and fine lines, and hold makeup in place all day long, which I mean everybody wants that. So the powder is $34 and I got mine in the shade Banana Bread. So one thing that I did want to touch on before I even continue with this video, I wanted to touch on what baking even is. I realize that a lot of people on the internet just aren't familiar with a lot of the terminology that comes to makeup. Baking is a method that we use in the beauty community, which is basically in reference to when you take a loose translucent powder such as this one or any other translucent powder that you have, and you take that on a damp beauty sponge or on a brush of some sort. You put a good amount of it under your eyes, on your T-zone, technically anywhere where you want your makeup to really stay put because you have a lot of oils there that tend to secrete throughout the day, or anything like that where you feel like your makeup is really going to move and just get out of whack throughout the day. You really want to make sure that you're baking in that area, because what that's going to do is it's going to trap your oils in and it's going to make your makeup stay on all day long. Baking itself is a technique that was adopted from the drag community into the regular beauty community a couple years ago now, and it's something that a lot of people have been doing, myself included. So now that I've talked to you guys about what baking is, then I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys, because I personally do not like when people talk to me too much. I like to see what's going on. I like to see how it do what it do. I'm going to touch on the packaging just briefly. It is this square kind of like plexiglass container. It has a really nice like matte plastic cover. It says Huda Beauty right there. And once you open it up, it looks like this. It has like a protector here from the powder. With baking powder, that is really important for you to have something that kind of protects your powder from kind of falling all over the place, because it can get messy real quick. The actual sifter part of it right here is not too much of like an open plastic sifter. It's more of like a net of fabric with like little holes in it, like very tiny micro holes in it, which is gonna let the actual powder penetrate through. Meanwhile, it's still going to keep it controlled and it's not going to let the powder get all over the place. How some sifters tend to have really big holes and you can get a lot of powder everywhere. So I like this because I feel like it lets just the right amount out. The way that I like to bake my face is from the actual packaging itself. What I like to do is take a damp beauty sponge. I'm going to be taking this beauty blender right here. That's typically how I do like to bake, because for me, it also really lets me control the amount of powder that I'm putting on my face, and it also collects all the excess, which is so important because it's not going to leave you with that like cakey residue on your face. And I'm going to be very generous with this because it is summertime, so I tend to get very oily and I just don't have that kind of time, girl. Oh, hello. This actually has a fragrance. I know some people are very picky when it comes to fragrances, powders, because they're sensitive to it, or they're just, you know, they just don't like it. I personally can definitely overlook it. If you use the Coty Airspun powder, that has a very strong smell and that does not bother me at all. This actually smells better than the Coty Airspun because it has a perfumey fragrance. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to let the powder sit on my face for maybe 2 to 3 minutes or so. You can bake for even longer, but just remember, the longer you bake, the longer this powder is really going to set into your skin. So I like to do it for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, 3 minutes being the absolute most, because I do find that the longer that I do it, the more my face can look very cakey and very scaly, and I don't necessarily want that. So I'm just going to give this 2 minutes, and I'm going to take a brush and dust all the excess powder off. So what you want to do is just take a brush that isn't too dense and too rough, because what that's going to do essentially is it might even start to take off your makeup, your concealer that you have, and your foundation underneath this. So you want to use something that is fluffy but at the same time has enough density where it's not, you know, ripping off all the other makeup you have on. So before I finish off the rest of my makeup, what I'm going to do is zoom you guys in to show you guys what my under eye area is looking like. As of right now, I like it. It's not looking creasy at all, which is so important. So what I'm going to do is just give this about another half hour to an hour just to see what my under eyes are looking like and to see if that's going to crease on me. Alright you guys, so it has been about a full hour since the last time I've updated you guys. I will honestly say I'm actually very impressed. The powder is really holding up to what it says it's going to do. I did want to take a flash photo real quick, see if it holds up. I actually don't think that it has a flashback at all. I just can't complain. I'm actually really hot right now because I have all these lights beaming at me in my apartment right now. It's maybe like 80 degrees. And even with all of that being said, there still isn't much creasing going on. Other than that, I am pretty much going to complete this video right here. I did want to give you guys a overall rundown of what I think about this product. So for pros, there isn't any flashback, which is a huge pro. It is so finely milled, which in turn makes it feel so soft, so buttery, and it really, really is a very nice feeling luxurious powder. The pro that I do have for it is that it does have a lot of different shades. It is so important for brands nowadays to really cover skin tones from the fairest of the fair to the deepest of the deep, and I think that with this shade selection that this powder offers, there is going to be a shade for everybody because there are a different amount of shades where usually powders usually come in one shade and it's supposed to be translucent and supposed to fit everybody, and a lot of times that isn't the case. And another pro is the packaging. I love the sifter net that this has. I think it is so practical. I think it is so user friendly, and I just think it really helps you get the most out of your product without wasting it too much. But overall, I do really like it. I'm not going to say it's my favorite because honestly, I've just tried this right now. I'm not going to sit here and just act like it is the end all be all because I gotta be honest, like I'm just now trying this right now, but from the hour that I have it on, it looks really nice. It looks great in photography. I have taken a couple selfies off camera and they all look really great with this powder on. I am going to keep testing it. I will touch up with you guys in maybe a favorites video, let you guys know how I'm feeling about it. The only con that I will say about this is it does have a pretty strong fragrance. I don't know if everybody's going to like that. It's not an issue for me because like I said, I'm used to working with powders that are very strong smelling. It is a very pleasant smell, but it's strong and it's definitely there. If you're somebody that's sensitive to fragrances, you might want to rethink this one. And another small point that I think is more of a suggestion, not really a con, it would be nice if this came in a smaller version for people who really don't have the budget to splurge $34 on a powder. They can kind of get like a smaller version. I don't mean to compare, but like the Laura Mercier, they do have a huge version which is like over $40, and then they have like a trial size version that you can try out and it's maybe $10 to $15, somewhere in that price point. And it's really nice for people who don't have the money to splurge but still want to try out the high-end things that you can buy at Sephora and things like that. So that's just a small suggestion as a consumer that I think I would like to see if I didn't have the budget to purchase this but I wanted to try it out type of thing, you know what I mean? But even at its full price, I don't think it's a horrible price because it is $35 and it is going to give you 0.71 ounces of product, which is a good amount. And yeah, I'm just honestly so impressed. I really, really do like it. So I will continue to use this and I will continue to update you guys on it. I think she's definitely a pick and you guys should definitely check it out. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. If you are going to pick it up, let me know below. If you're not going to pick it up, if you're going to pass on it, let me know why. I would love to know. So yeah, you guys, that's pretty much going to complete this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did and subscribe to my channel and keep on coming back to the channel, girl. Don't be shy. Just go ahead and hit it one time for the one time. Keep on coming back to the channel. Thank you so much. That's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.